So before we get started, let's just take a comparison look at the two shows. What I've done here is I've taken their floor plans and overlaid them, trying to match the size according to booths and aisle spaces. So this just gives us a quick idea of how the two shows compare size-wise. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. Here we are at the Mirage Hotel for the Halloween and Party Expo. So we're going to give you a quick walkthrough and see if there's anything haunt related. All right, so this is the main entrance, and of course it says no photos, so didn't say anything about video. So here we are in the Mirage Ballroom, so it's ballroom ABC, I think, or AB. So about the size of Transworld when we first started. So we're going to give you a quick walkthrough and see what's here, but then we'll try and focus on some of the vendors that are more haunt related. So here we go, start from the beginning. So we'll start over here in the corner. It's going to be a lot of costumers because it's actually the costume show. So if you are having a store, then some of this stuff will be pertinent because everything here, like the old days, they're going to have case minimum requirements. They do not want to sell you individuals or onesies. So okay, so here's a guy that I think they're going to be focusing, or they may be at Transworld. It's called New FX, and they do a lot of foam stuff. Good part is they've got a lot of stuff I have not seen prior, so we're going to kind of focus on these guys.
Yeah, let's see, he doesn't know how to reproduce a color.
Hey, you can even say what you do. It's going to be a hot one.
Movie props.
Movie prop. They have a huge selection. I've seen a couple other vendors doing some foam stuff, but it's usually 1 or 2, 3 pieces. I noticed when we stopped here, there's a ton of stuff. Now, do you have minimum case orders, or how do you do?
We do mostly retail, however, we also do wholesale for a minimum of $100 per order. We are for 30% off of that.
But you don't have, excuse me, sorry. You don't have to buy the same item. You can buy different items in your minimum order.
Different items works.
Okay.
So this is definitely somebody that a haunt could focus on, because you have individual product. You could spend $100 in this booth easy. I bought some like this from another company last year, but the selection here is really, really pretty good. So, I mean, frying pans. So there's stuff in this booth that I haven't seen done in foam yet. So these guys may be at Transworld. So if they are, check them out and see if you can get a... Yep, nice. So it's newrulefx.com. Yeah. There you go. I'm going to say a great variety of small hand props that you can put in your actor's name.
Easier to carry too.
So, first aisle, and we already have a vendor we could use. Moving on. All right, now we got the Halloween shirt company. If you do sales in your store, there's going to be a couple ones similar to this that would be useful. So here's one, the Halloween shirt store. We'll focus on a couple more. Other than that, you're going to have a lot of your main vendors that have the big, huge costume things, again, with minimums of thousands, and you have to have 3 or 4 sizes of each. So aisle 1. All right, still at the end of aisle 1. Got held up at the last booth. I think I might buy the frying pan. So, then we'll have some of the big vendors. Here's Jazzware. They'll have tons of stuff, but again, most of your licensed characters, comments like that. So, not really haunt related.
Here we have Loftus. Loftus, they've shown at Transworld before. Sometimes they don't. You're going to have some of these like Loftus, Rhode Island, that have all the little stuff. If you have a store, you'll be sticking stuff like that in. But these vendors are also available at some of the other shows. So here we go. Rasta and Pasta. They've been at the haunt stuff since the very beginning and still around, believe it or not. Halloween essentials. Okay, aisle 1200 here. Now, if you've got a store, some of this stuff would be useful. A lot of purse things and this is great. Here's a hint. If you have a booth, put your name on it. So continuing in 1200, funny fashions, the backside of Jazzware. This one's a double wide booth, and we're going to go in here because there's actually some stuff that's more haunt related. Not only for your show itself, but for stuff that you might even be able to use. I noticed walking by that they had skeletons here, and a large selection of them. Everybody's getting into the signs. But they've got eight-foot skeletons, little skeletons. Show special. How about a 10-foot skeleton? And you don't have to wait in line at Home Depot for them. So this one could be useful. You could probably make minimum orders here, just a couple of large skeletons. And I'm not sure if these guys are at Transworld. So the booth with the skeletons is Sunstar Industries. Sunstar. All right, moving on. All right, so we're leaving Sunstar, and here's Ghostface. So if you do carry that kind of stuff at your store, they're focusing on all of the Halloween horror stuff. Halloween, Texas Chainsaw, Carpenters, they're all licensed. Some cool stuff.
Repurpose this during the off season.
So this one is Dreadful Threads. All right. We'll get over to Wuchi by Cinema Secrets. They used to be in the haunt show from the very beginning. Their big thing is they sell the appliances for retail. And some more dress stuff. I don't know how many tights you use. I don't. So here we've got under wraps. They have a double wide booth here. What aisle are we in? Where'd the aisle numbers go? Oh, I'm underneath it. 13. But
She's pretty good. I mean, you need to go on the outside and show the big stuff up top.
Thank you. So after leaving Rock Rebel, we're doubling up on Foreplay. That doesn't even sound right. Here's some smaller vendors. 6 soaps. So, how we do? Windy Willow. Soap that bleeds. Okay. Well, that you might be able to use in your hut. Don't tell me how, but I'm sure someone will figure out a way to use that. So in between 15 and 16 is the buyer's lounge area. The one difference on this show is they actually gave us free lunch. Had free lunch, and then we're going to end up with free snacks too. These guys look cool. They do candles. And they are color changing candles. So that thing, and that's Spectre candles.
Dude, you could
Foam hats.
in a box and it'd be nothing.
I had to talk to these people because back in the 70s, I was actually the first person that manufactured foam hats. It was for clown applications, but I came out with cowboy hats, fireman hats, top hats. Some guy saw my designs, copied them, and then created all the foam hats that you see at the sporting events. So, see, haunters are always ahead of the times. And we have Rhode Island, again, one of the other vendors for small paraphernalia to fill your shops with. They're awesome. Here was the eating area. You do have a lot of the makeup vendors here. Is Krylon. How about socks for weirdos? And if you have weird socks, then you need weird shoes. I don't know if you could sell these, but I know a bunch of haunters would wear them. Every closet needs one. So, Western fashion. There you have Mind Scope. They've got the pumpkins, and they're all animated. Q-Line Entertainment, maybe? Or possibly even sell them. Alright, here we are, aisle 117. As you can see, we're pretty much about halfway through. So yeah, Orchid Bloom on this side. Another novelties vendor, and this one's Regent Products. Could be some clickable stuff. This is the aisle that leads up to the buyer's lounge.
Besides Halloween, yeah.
Sunglasses, don't know. Here we go. Haven't seen these guys. This is Primal Costume contact lenses. So, tons of.
I'll be coming.
I'm doing this for Hot World magazine, so the hot industry guys. I want to let them know about you guys. What are your minimums?
Oh, there's no minimum order.
See, this would be a good one. No minimum orders. We usually put a lot of our actors in. Always want the lenses, so this would be a good one. Primal Costume Contacts. So check them out. We get a large order usually, and then just sell them to our actors for cost. So back to the buyer's lounge. Here's the poor guy stuck in the back of the buyer's lounge. But Foxblood, this looks pretty good. All sweatshirts. Kind of different. Nice looking stuff. And then there's contacts. All right. We're up to 18. Zucker Feather Products. They've been a staple at Transworld Show from the beginning. Mexifest. There's Wolf. Golden Shuffle. Strudel Boys. Yeah, this one's unique. How about a talking jack-o'-lantern? How we doing? We're here with Hot World magazine. So, it's your company's Strudel Boy?
Yes.
Strudel Boy. So you can check them out. Awesome. Candy coffin.
That's our email.
Always popular stuff. So, standard costume.
It's funny.
Everybody's watching this, and I'm like, can't believe it.
This one's a little unique.
It was funny though. It was funny.
This guy was at the Shark Tank. Seen on Shark Tank. And it's a glove for cleaning out pumpkins. If you have pumpkin sales, this is kind of a unique item. See? Even Mr. Wonderful did it. Tell us a little bit about your item here.
Well,
Daryl.
This is Big D, Daryl. This is the pumpkin glove scraper that I invented. It's a really super strong scraper that extends all the way up your whole entire arm to eliminate the sticky, slimy, cold, wet mess. You can see all the way up there. And actually, you put your thumb right there. It's the most powerful scraper. You put the additional glove on the opposite hand, so when you're doing the pumpkin, you don't have to. And I grabbed the small for like the kid size.
Of course.
But we have them in the adult size, we have them in the kid size. It also comes with 2 additional knives that are kid friendly. You can see I'm going here and it doesn't cut me. Kid friendly knives, so you can get a whole package of them. You can get just the adult, which gives you the adult glove, the additional glove, and 2 knives. Or you can get the combo kit, the adult, the kids, 2 gloves and 2 knives in the other kit.
Awesome.
So, Big D Halloween moments.
Not at Transworld yet.
Not yet. I will get to Transworld, so everybody come. We're coming to Transworld. These guys are telling us over here.
That's
This is
it.
the West Coast Sensation.
The East Coast Sensation. We're
East Coast Sensation.
That's right.
They keep telling us we are missing out on Transworld.
Yes, you are.
Halloween moments, Big D,
In a minute.
and the
Halloween
Pumpkin Glove
moments.
Scraper will get to Transworld.
Awesome.
Promise.
It's not even a paid advertisement. But here we are, back on the road. So finishing up this aisle, we are now moving on to 1900. Here we have Zagon Studios, staple of the show. There's a couple smaller vendors in this area that might be useful. Don't know about this one. But Creepsville Scareware. Pretty valuable stuff. We've got a double booth here. A lot of patches. Shirts. So, Creepsville, original Scareware. Radio vendor. This booth's popular, but instead of candy, he gives out wine. Miron, another one of the makeup vendors. Now we got LE shoes. And the Pirate Dressing. There's a double booth over here for KBW Global. I remember them last year. They see you videotaping, they come and yell at you. Some cool stuff, but Savi. Tattoos could be very useful. Balloons. Not as many balloon vendors. Like ballerina. So Global has the KB Global has a big booth. Some unique stuff. Again, they don't sell singles, all case lots. So, scanning 2000 and 2100. We have Ghoulish. Again, this would be a good mask company if you're going to sell masks in your haunt. With Megan being popular, we're gonna see what comes around now. And all of this is part of Ghoulish Productions.
Why do I keep forgetting what happens?
All right. My Other Me. Everybody's done a variation of this at one time or another. And who doesn't need a good corset? DM merchandising to 247dm.com. Bunch of novelty type stuff. If you want to get into some fine jewelry, Alchemy. How we doing? We're shooting for Haunt World. What kind of minimums do you guys have?
Only 150.
150. See, we're looking for more like the haunted house people, and some of them have shops and things. So, looking for unique things that they could do. So this is Alchemy of England.
Yes, sir.
Is that your website too?
Yes. I got a business card.
So,
We have a digital catalog online.
Alchemy of England. There you go. And at that kind of a minimum, I'm sure you could find some really unique stuff for your gift shop in here. Or use this as giveaways for some of your actors. So as we leave Alchemy, like I said, she was like $150 minimum. You can go online and get whatever you need. This poor guy's bored. Lord Grimley. And we're back to the backside of Zagon. So, moving to the next aisle. We are nearing the end. So, some of these vendors, like this one here, had some cool individual stuff. A friend of mine liked it. But I asked, and they were kind of indignant. Said I had to buy 3 pieces of each piece, 3 different sizes, and then a minimum order of several cases. So that was why we left the show in the beginning. So we're down to the next nitty-gritty here. Only got a couple more aisles left. Party King. The other side of My Other Me. And then Ruby's. I remember the old days in Ruby's, they had 3 times the size of this booth. Oh look, you can get Wednesday or Ted Lasso. I actually watched it. That's a good show. So we're in aisle 2200. We only have to go to 24, so nice party. Little action toys. Jade supplies. The Toy Master. Aeromax. Here you have October Studios.
Podría asegurar. Yo no sé si lo hace, pero lo podría casi asegurar. Great.
So, October Studios. Not bad. What are your minimums?
$300 any item.
Any items? What do the masks normally run about approximately?
They run from $7, $7, $15, $25, up to $44.
Awesome. So, these are ones you could use in a store. So, October Studios. So, here we go. So, Legs Avenue has a whole end over here, covering 22, 23, and 24. A lounge area, which means they couldn't find somebody to fill the booth. And blow-ups. What are your minimums on like the contact lenses?
$300. Yeah, they're $13.50 each.
$13.50 each. Again, you could buy these for your actors or people. And the company is LOX.
Yeah, that's the brand.
Just the brand.
And we're Camden. Here's a card.
See if I can focus on that one. So CamdenPassage.com. So they also have the contact lenses. So we're almost to the end. Graphtotobian, one last of the makeup guys. Fun and dope. Okay, I don't know how these guys make money. Last one in the corner here is Disguise. And that gets us to the end of 24.
All right, show's over. I'm home. It's late. Let's wrap this up so it can air. The Halloween Expo. What are my takeaways from the show? If I owned a costume shop, I would find that this was a pretty good show to go to. They even gave you free lunch. But as a haunt owner, it really wasn't beneficial. There was a couple small vendors that were unique that could be useful, but those guys are either going to be at Transworld or they want to be at Transworld. So for the money, it wouldn't be worth your time and effort to travel to Las Vegas just for the couple small vendors that you'd be able to benefit from. So the good part is by having someone like me go and videotape the show, you're going to get a flavor of the show. You get to see some of the vendors that were there, and you don't have to spend the time and money. Now, when you're watching the video, if you happen to go across a vendor that you did find unique or you wanted to look up, by all means, just go to the website for Halloween Expo, look up the vendor, and then you can go to them directly. So, like I said, the vendors that I did talk to, they thought it was a good show, but it made me really appreciate what we have at Transworld. That's the show for us. That's where it's got all the vendors, all the suppliers, the people that we need for our shows are there. So if you get an opportunity to go to any kind of a trade show in your own locale where it doesn't cost you money to go, I would suggest going. When I went here, I found a contact company that does the contacts for Halloween, and I ended up buying some of those for my actors. So I made it beneficial for me. But to travel here just as a haunter, not worth your time and effort. So, Halloween Expo 2023. Reporting for Haunt World, this is Rich Strelak from the Asylum and Hotel Fear in Las Vegas. We'll see you next time.